Hey guys, me again, BusyMami, or Alejandra, or Allie, or whatever, just not Alex, just gonna drop it there. So, everyone has been asking me. I have been on a keto kick, obviously, as everyone in the world, and I have lost about 36 pounds now in about 4 months. And part of that is putting my body in mild ketosis, so not full-blown ketosis, but just making sure that you keep your grams of carbs a certain level. So what I'm doing is about 25 grams of net carbs a day. I was doing about 50 to 80 and I lost weight, but I definitely didn't have the ability to make my own foods, and that was affecting the way I was doing things. So now that obviously I have my BusyMami platform and I love to cook and I love to experiment and I love to make up recipes, I thought, why not go full blown and do a bunch of keto things? So everyone has been asking me what I use. This is what I use. I have probably will buy more, as you know, my husband might not like. But I like to experiment with a lot of different things, and when I see or get an inspiration for something, I might want to try a different type of, flour or whatnot to try to get the best thing and get the best results. So here's a few things that I tried. Most of these, as you see, are Anthony's goods. So I'm gonna be real with you guys. This packaging is pretty. So I went on Amazon, I was looking for coconut flour, I was looking for almond flour. I'm like, oh God, what can I buy? There's so many. And being that I married a graphic designer, I have some sort of an eye, I guess, for like creative things. And so I saw this packaging and I was like, wow, this is really nice. I'm just gonna order it based on looks and hope that it works out. Mind you, I'm an avid review reader too, so I'll read those and see to make sure, but honestly, this is just awesome. So the two biggest bags you see that I have here are going to be the almond flour and the coconut flour. These are the two that I use very often. So one thing I will tell you, coconut flour is finer. So it makes it a little bit better when it comes to, less grittiness. You get a little more grit in this almond flour. But I tend to mix both in a lot of my recipes. Today I made cinnamon rolls and I used more coconut flour than I used almond flour. But I did throw some in there anyway, just because also almond has that kind of like good almond flavor. So I like it. But so these are the flours. I just bought yesterday Vital Wheat gluten. So this is the only thing that I got that is not gluten-free. So pretty much a lot of the keto recipes and all the keto recipes that I've put up thus far have been gluten-free. But I love that and that's great, but I don't need to be gluten-free. So if I can try to go low carb and still have a little gluten, that would be fine, as long as I can get the elasticity that I need in certain things. So I knew that if I wanted to do something like empanadas, coming soon, I would need something that'll give me more gluten and give a little more give. So that's why I decided to get this to try out. So we'll see. But it's really cool to use. One thing that I've used already, so this is actually thanks to my mother-in-law, who needed to get protein powder, and she's drinking a lot of protein now. And this protein powder actually has no flavor in it. I mean, it literally tastes like nothing. So if you're trying to throw protein into any of your breads or anything that you make, this is actually a really great alternative. I made really good buns and I used almond flour, coconut flour, eggs, and protein powder. And believe it or not, they turned out really good. So that's a good thing. Isopure is actually really good, and honestly, it literally tastes like nothing. You can put it in anything and you're just getting the protein that you need. I would say something else that I didn't put up here, like chia seeds and flax seeds. You can throw those on a lot of things, but I would put that more towards like the spices part of it. So this right here, this I am terrible at this name, but it's erythritol, whatever. I'm terrible at pronunciations, but that's okay. This is a sweetener, so I use this instead of sugar. There's 2 sweeteners that I use. So I actually, my kids love French toast and obviously like cinnamon rolls, and you need something like powdered sugar. This one is actually powdered sugar consistency, and this one's more like granulated sugar, and you can hear it. This one, not really as much. So it's great. They sweeten really good. I like the flavor of them. This one actually mixed really well. I think I'm going to use this one for like cakes and such because I feel like it'll mix a little bit better. One thing I will tell you though, both of these sweeteners have like a cooling after effect. And I really, I tried to explain this to one of my followers on Instagram, and it was really difficult to explain because it's kind of like when you brush your teeth in the morning and use Listerine or a minty toothpaste, and then you like breathe and you're like, oh yeah, that's kind of a cool minty feeling I have in my mouth. So it's not minty flavored, it just has like a cooling effect. So anyway, that being said, these are the sweeteners. There's another sweetener that I want to try, which is like a monk fruit sweetener, so we'll see. This psyllium husk. So this is obviously going to be for fiber. So I add psyllium husk to recipes to up the fiber. So the thing about net carbs and about keto in general is focusing on the net carbs. So net carbs are the total carbs you have minus the fiber. So if, for example, a tortilla has 10 grams of carbs but 5 grams of fiber, it really only has 5 net carbs. And that's where you're going to start to see that I have to eat 25 net carbs a day. So as long as I eat 25 net carbs, then I'm okay. So as you start eating and as you start using apps, like I use the Lose It app, for example, as you start using those apps, you start to see that the more fiber you eat in certain foods, the lower your carbs went for the day. And you were like, oh, I was at 20. And then you're like, oh, now I'm at 15. And that's because you ate something that was high in fiber, and it actually made your total net carbs go down for the day. So macros, very important on keto. You'll get to know that. It's fun times. The other thing that I just bought that I'm excited about is the unsweetened cocoa powder. So I'm going to try doing some things that are, chocolate. We'll see. Maybe kind of curb that sweetness appetite. I'm going to put this over here because it's going to go with the sugar and it'll be great. I don't know what to say about these. I wanted to like these so bad, guys. I did. I wanted to eat them and be like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to eat chocolate again because I have cocoa nibs. No. No. I made chocolate chip cookies or cocoa nib cookies. I tried. Obviously, I haven't perfected the cookie recipe yet, or it would be up on BusyMami, but it's not yet. But no, I can't. I don't like them. Dylan likes them. He really likes dark chocolate and like really dry red wine, so maybe that's why. I don't know. But I just don't like these. So, but they're great for people who like bitter dark chocolate. So exciting. A few other things that I bought that I kind of live by is, all right, so in case you didn't know, I am what you'd like to call a Mexarican. So what that means is that I'm half Mexican, half Puerto Rican. There's some Italian in there too, so I'm very eclectic. And so I like all types of food, and I love pork. I love pork. I grew up eating pork chops, eating all that. Chicharrón, also known as pork rinds, are 0 carbs. So these are my crunch. I eat this probably every day. Maybe not every day, but whenever I have that craving for something really crunchy, I'll eat this. It's quick, it's done. The other thing you can use these for actually is if you crumble them up, you can make breading for stuff, which is like pork rind breading. It's pork. Why can't you, what? Duh. Anyway, so pork dusting, I don't know, that sounds weird, but it is really cool, so like that. I just bought these two yesterday. So they're called Zero Oodle. Zero Zoodle? I don't know. You tell me, maybe, I don't know. But I don't know yet. I haven't tried them, but I bought them because here's the thing. I'm busy mommy, not I have a lot of time mommy. So I don't always get the opportunity to come home and spend 30 minutes prepping and then 30 minutes cooking and then 30 minutes whatever. God, I wish it was 30 minutes, but sometimes it takes a long time to make dinner, and if I could find something that's simplified and maybe just roast some tomatoes and eat with it, we're gonna see. So be on the lookout for that one. I'll let you know if these are good or not. So my kids love ketchup, and I wanted a way to limit their sugar. And the way to do that would be if I bought this no sugar added Heinz Ketchup. Awesome. It actually tastes really good. 6 and 3-year-old approved. The only problem is it doesn't come in bigger bottles, at least not at the grocery stores. So I can only find it in this tiny bottle. I mean, I guess you shouldn't be eating a lot of it because then you have more sugar, but it says on here 75% less sugar than regular ketchup. 1 tablespoon has 1 gram of sugar and 1 gram of carbs. So not bad. And I don't slather things in ketchup when I eat it, so this is actually really good. Also, as you know, ketchup has that umami thing that has that like extra flavor, and so I sometimes throw this in different things, in sauces or whatnot. So I like this and being able to do that without worrying so much about it. Awesome. So here's the other part. Mission has tortillas. Yes, tortillas. That are 3 grams of net carbs, which is awesome. So the reason why is because, like I said, you gotta take the carbs minus the fiber. So these have 13 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fiber. So 10 and 3 left over. That's how you get 3 net carbs. These are the fajita tortillas. They're a good size. And you can see on BusyMami, you've probably seen it, but I have zucchini tortillas, I've made jalapeno zucchini tortillas, and I've made cheese tortillas. By far the fastest and I think easiest tortilla is the cheese tortilla, but in a pinch, these are good. And I thought maybe, toasting these up and I can make maybe some chilaquiles with 12 chips, because I'm trying not to eat a lot of carbs, but hey, whatever is good for you. The last thing that I got is yeast. So I bought this because I want to make bread, and I know you need this for bread. So we'll see how that turns out. I have never done it before, so be on the lookout. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm sure there'll be more, and that was super long and a lot of information, but I'll link everything in the description below. You'll be able to see everything, and if you want to buy anything, feel free. I'll keep talking about which ones I like best and which ones I don't. I'm going to try out some new things coming soon, and we'll see. All right. Happy keto. Bye.